Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. The cherisher, the releaser, and the magnanimous of this whole world. May the God bless His peace and salutation upon His messenger, Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. I have immense pleasure and privilege to being with you in this hilarious and most auspicious occasion to express my thoughts and views on the most deliberate and debatable topic, democracy, definition and practice. As a preface, taking the analysis through a global perspective, where the democracy, which has a long history, and take the analysis through a global perspective, where we can indicate and demonstrate that the great democracies, just like United States, they have been provided such kinds of citizenship for the people, or the citizenship for the African American of the people in 1920s. From that perspective itself, India has been a great democratic country which is being regarded as the mother of democracy. From that perspective, we can say that India and the democracy and this ideology has a great significance. As Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he is really defining democracy as it's not merely a form of government, but it's a way of life. If democracy is a way of life, it shouldn't be only the procedures, but beyond that, it should be the values. It should be the accountability and inclusivity which captures the essence of the democracy. Thus, taking the analysis to a comparative perspective where we can realize the Indian and its parliamentary democracy as indicated by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, he is really distinguishing it into two as the responsible executive and at that moment the stable executive. Even those both two perspectives have been reached in the equilibrium perspective till this moment itself. But taking the analysis through the England, where the daily assessments and the periodical assessment, where those kinds of debates and discourses are going on. Taking the analysis through the present situation, where the transformation from the polarization, the populism, as the culture or the political culture of India is on its as the scholars are calling it as the ethnic democracy or the majority democracy, where we are realizing some of the darkest moment of the intimidation of the media, where we are realizing some of the darkest moment of the centralization of the power, where we can say that India is on its path of the formidable foe. It means that India's current scenario, as we can indicate some of the recent aspects regarding it, how it is possible to inaugurate a temple and indicating it as a spirit of an era. How is it possible in a democratic country? We can ask some of the darkest questions as we can ask some of the electoral bonds and all other perspectives which indicates the decline of the democracy in our country. Even we can say that we are asking some of the questions regarding that. Where is the 16th century's Shahi Masjid? Where is the 17th century's Masafar Masjid? Where is the 19th century's Baharbangi Masjid? Those are indicating the darkest moment of that democracy. Here the democracy is really a beautiful ideology or a beautiful term which indicates that it is really a great value which includes the core element which is the people that we can analyze here. As we are saying that our country contains 4 pillars even, but in the current scenario we can say that the India's current judiciary is being not in a way of democracy. Even the executive haven't contained any power. Many of the members of the parliament has been suspended and trying to implement some of the darkest and some of the laws. Even we get examples for it is the Telecommunication Act. Some of the great were recently provided or recently implemented some of the laws just like broadcast service law which affects and inflict the people. So it's very clear that the changing picture of Indian democracy is really tackling and pattering which affects the people. So, but the politics is a wider area. As the politics is a wider area, we have hope. As India has gone through the darkest moment of 1975, which was the announced emergency. At that moment, how we have overcome our democracy. We have overcome our democracy through the people, not only through the voice of the opposition parties, but that indicates that the
core element of democracy, which is the people. It is really a hope in the present, in the past, and in the future. So by negotiating democracy, we have hope. As politics, it can be dominated by religion, army, as what happening in other countries. But we shouldn't be fear or shiver in those moments. But beyond that, we should realize that democracy, which is a hope in the present, in the past, in the future, because the core element of democracy is none other but the people. The people has the power to say, to rise their voice for that democracy. That's all. I don't want to exaggerate my words are numerous, but time is more and more precious. So I conclude my words. Wa khadawana alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wa assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.